So, in the last class, we are solving some problems from these compound angles. Once open your material, that खाता को last class में
Sir, 21st problem was going on.
20 past. Is it the 20 was over?
Yes, sir.
नहीं 20 बीच में जो रुक गए ना. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Once look at the problem number 20. 20 and 20 past both have the similar problems. Let's look at the problem number 20. It is sine 10 degree plus sine 20 degree plus and so on plus sine 360 degree. So we have to find the value of this. Okay. For find its a value, once observe that here all these angles are multiples of the 10. We have the up to the 360 degree. So up to the 360 means in between we will have the quadrant angles are 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree will be there in between these angles. That's why this is will express as like this: sine 10 degree plus sine 20 degree plus and so on plus. Here the first quadrant angle is 90 degree. So before the 90 we will have the 80 degree. So this is right sine 80 degree plus sine 90 degree. After the 90 we will have 100 degree plus and so on plus. The next quadrant angle is 180. So before the 180 we will have sine 170 degree. Then we will have sine 180 degree plus. After the 180 we will have the 190 degree plus and so on. Next we will have the sine 270. Before the 270 we will have the sine 260 plus sine 270. Then we will have 280 plus and so on sine 350 degree plus sine 360 degree. So like that we will write it. Now here if you observe these angles from 10 degree to the 80 degree, all these are the acute angle. Means all these angles lies in the first quadrant. So all these values will give the positive value, positive only. That's why the sum of this entire value, take it is equal to say sum k. Let's take that sum of all these values is equal to say k. Now if you consider these values from 100 to the 170, all these are the angles of the second quadrant. So in the second quadrant also sign is positive. That's why the sum of these angles also will get the positive. And that too, here 170 means we can write 180 minus 10. Sine of 180 degree minus 10 degree, we can add the sine 10 degree. Means the sine 170 is also equivalent to sine 10. Means the same value we are getting there. Means like that all these angles if we convert it, again the same value, same angles we are going to get it. That's why this sum and this sum will give the same value. That's why this is also equivalent to k. That is also equivalent to the k. Next if we come to here 190, we can write 180 plus 10. 180 plus 10. 180 plus means all these are angles of the third coordinate. So in the third coordinate, sign is negative. That's why for all these values, you will get the negative sign. That too, sine of 180 plus 10 degree, which is a minus sine 10 degree, means the same value will be there, but it's a negative sign. That's why this entire value becomes minus k. This entire value becomes a minus k. Similarly, if you consider the angle from here to the here, all these are the angles of the fourth quadrant. So in the fourth quadrant also sign is negative. That's why this 350 I can write the 360 minus 10. Sine of 360 minus 10 is a minus sine 10. That's why the same values again we are getting here also, but with the negative sign. That's why this sum becomes minus k. So this sum of all these values again becomes a minus k. So therefore, if we add them, this sum is k, and this is again k, and this is minus k, and that is minus k, plus in between we have the sign 90°, then we will have the sign 180°, and we will have the sign 270°, and sign 360° will be there. Only that quadrant angles will be there. Now here all these k's are getting cancelled. K minus k gets cancelled. Then sin 90, which is 1, sin 180, which is 0, sin 270°, which is minus 1, sin 360 again 0. These are the values of those quadrant angles. Sin 90° value we know that is a 1. Sin 180, any integral multiple of the pi, sin always gives us 0. That's why it is 0. Sin 270, which is minus 1, sin 360, which is again 0. Therefore, the answer is 0. Okay. So the sum of all these values is equivalent to 0. Take that.
Done, sir.
Okay. Let's look at the next problem. Look at the 21st problem. Which is also the same way. That is cos 1° plus cos 2° plus cos 3° plus and so on plus cos 180°. Try to find the value of this. Just observe here. Here the values or angles are there up to the 180°. So up to the 180 means in between we will have one more quadrant angle, that is 90°. So this is, you can write cos 1° plus cos 2° plus and so on plus cos 90° will be that first quadrant angle. Before the 90 we will have the angle called 89° plus cos 90° plus cos 91° plus cos 92 and so on cos 179° plus we will have the cos 180°. So like that we will write it. Now if you observe all these angles up to the 89°, all these are the acute angles, means all these angles rise in the first quadrant. The first quadrant cos is positive. Let the sum of all these values take it as a k. And if you consider these values 91 to the up to the 179, all these are the angles of the second quadrant. Those are the obtuse angle. These are lies in the second quadrant. So in the second quadrant cos is negative. So that's why for all these values cos is going to give the negative value. And that to this 179 we can write 180 minus 1. 180 minus 1 we can write it. Cos of 180 minus 1 is minus cos 1. Means the same angles again we are getting with the negative sign. That's why this summation become minus k. The sum of all that values becomes minus k. So if you add them, which is the k minus k plus cos 90° plus cos 180°, we will get it. Where of course k minus k gets cancelled. So cos 90, which is 0, cos 180, which is minus 1, that is equal to minus 1. That is the answer.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Next, look at the next problem. 22nd problem. Once observe this. Which of the following options are correct? First option देखो. Cot of pi by 2 plus a is equal to tan a. Is it correct? Pi by 2 plus. Which coordinate it rise? Pi by 2 plus. Consequent में रहते pi by 2 plus.
Third quadrant.
Pi by 2
Second.
plus. Second quadrant. Second quadrant में cot क्या है?
Negative.
Negative.
तो नेगेटिव हमको नेगेटिव आने को ना बट पॉजिटिव दिया था ना तो प्लस tan a दिया दैट्स व्हाई दैट इज नॉट करेक्ट बी ऑप्शन देखिए 7 pi by 2 माइनस कौन सा कोऑर्डिनेट में रहती 7 pi by 2 माइनस
Fourth quadrant.
just observe here 22nd problem is given that secant of 7 pi by 2 minus a. So if we consider this 7 pi by 2, so actually if you go to this one rotation up to here, this is a 90 means that is pi by 2 lies on the positive y-axis. Then up to here, if you come to here, this is angle of 3 pi by 2. Again, if you go to the one more rotation, this is angle of 5 pi by 2. And again, if you comes to here, this is angle of 7 pi by 2. Okay. So 7 pi by 2 lies on the negative y-axis. From that, if I subtract something, in which coordinate it lies?
Third quadrant.
Third coordinate. 7 pi by 2 minus a lies in the third quadrant. Third quadrant, what have to get? Negative. This is the negative, and when the quadrant angle lies on the y-axis, the function is going to change. Secant become cosecant. That's why this is equal to minus cosecant a. So this is correct only. Means B option is correct. Where 7 pi by 2 minus a belongs to the quadrant 3. Secant is negative, and the quadrant angle is 7 pi by 2. Odd multiple of pi by 2. Secant become cosecant. So the second option is correct. Like that. Completed. Yes. Look at the next problem. 23rd.
Sir, what about third option?
So third option is not correct. So just observe this. Third option का बारे में देखो एक बार. Sin of n pi plus a, which is given as minus 1 whole power 2n sin a was given. Minus 1 whole power 2n sin a. Okay. So if you observe this option, here minus 1 whole power is 2n. So 2n always represent even number. Okay, 2 into something means always represent even number. When the power is even, minus whole power, even power always will give the plus. That's why it is a plus sin a, we can write it. Minus 1 whole power 2n always positive. But what about the n pi plus? In which coordinate it lies? Suppose if I take n is an odd number, because we know that this is a 0 degree, this is a pi, this is angle of 2 pi, this is angle of 3 pi, etc. Suppose if n is an odd number, n is odd number, that is n equal to 1, 3, 5, etc. So 1 into pi, 3 into pi, this lies on the negative x-axis. Then what about the n pi plus? In which coordinate it lies? Pi plus? Pi plus lies? third quadrant.
Third quadrant.
Means n pi plus a belongs to the third quadrant. If it lies in the third quadrant, in the third quadrant sign is
Negative.
negative. Therefore, we are getting that sign of n pi plus a is equal to minus sign a. Minus sign a we are getting. And suppose if n is an even number, n is even number means it becomes 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, etc. So 2 pi, 4 pi, all these lies on the positive x-axis. Then what about the even pi plus? What's the coordinate?
First.
First quadrant. So in the first quadrant sign is positive.
Positive.
Pi. Sign of n pi plus a will get the plus sign a. That's why if n is an even number, we are getting plus sign a. When n is an odd number, we are getting the minus sign a. But they have given always plus sign a only. That's why it is not correct. Okay. So if they have given as like this, means this is you can write like this. Sign of n pi plus a, we can write like that. When n is odd number, we are getting the minus sign a. So that minus sign, we can write minus 1 whole power n, we will get it. Minus 1 whole power n, we can write it. When n is odd number, minus 1 whole power odd power will give the minus sign. If n is an even number, we get the plus sign. The power is an even, minus 1 whole power even number, we get the plus sign. That's why this minus or plus, we can express as like that. Minus 1 whole power n sin a. So if they have given like this, then this is correct answer. Okay. So means when n is odd number, we are getting the minus sign. When n is an even number, we are getting the plus sign. In certain cases, that sign we can express as minus 1 whole power n into sin a, we can write it. If you write like that, then this is correct answer. Okay. But they are given minus 1 whole power 2n, that's why it is not correct answer. Take that. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, look at the next problem, 23rd problem. Let's observe this. Cot 54 degree upon tan 36 degree plus tan 20 degree upon cot 70 degree is equal to how much? Okay. So to find this value, in the first topic of the trigonometry, I have given one result to you that if a plus b is equal to 90 degree, what is that tan a into tan b? If a plus b is 90 degree, what is that tan a into tan b? Because in the first topic of the trigonometry, I was given this result to you. If a plus b is equal to 90 degree, the first result is that sine square a plus sine square b value is equal to 1. Second one is cos square a plus cos square b is equal to 1. Third one is tan a into tan b is equal to 1. They are my result. When the sum of the angle is 90 degree, this is the result I was given. Okay. Now, this is, you can also write like this. It is cot 54 degree. And here tan is there. This is 1 by 10. 1 by 10, we can write cot. Cot 36 degree. Like that you can write it. Plus, this tan 20 degree into 1 by cot. Again, I can write tan 70 degree. Means here, of course, cot A into cot B also 1. And the A plus B is equal to 90 degree. Cot A into cot B value also 1. Now, observe this. This is 54 degree and this is 36 degree. What is the 54 plus 36? 54 plus
90.
36. What the sum of these angles? 54 plus
90. 90 degree.
90 degree. So we know that if A plus B is 90, cot A into cot B value 1. Thus for this product is 1 plus. Here also the sum of the angle 20 plus 70. 20 plus 70 is 90. So if A plus B is 90, tan A into tan B also 1. Therefore the answer is 2. So remember that result. That was there in the first topic of the trigonometry.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Sir, cot 36 क्यों लिया?
1 by tan है ना, पहले टर्म में tan नीचे है ना, so we know that 1 by
Yes.
tan theta is equal to cot theta. ऊपर गए तो काट होता ना.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sure. Look at the problem number 24. Which is cos of 90 degree plus theta into secant of minus theta into tan of 180 degree minus theta upon sin of 360 plus theta into secant of 180 degree plus theta into cot of 90 degree minus theta. Just observe here. So to find its value, first we will simplify this. Here first, if you observe this first angle, it is 90 degree plus theta. 90 degree plus theta lies in which coordinate?
Second.
Second. Second में cos क्या है?
Negative.
Negative.
And then
Negative.
forget about the quadrant angle is 90. When the quadrant angle is 90, sin cos changes to
Sine.
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 That is minus sine theta. This value is minus sine theta into what is the secant of minus theta?
Positive secant.
The angle minus theta lies in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, it is positive. That's why secant of minus theta or cos of minus theta become cos theta. Secant of minus theta becomes secant theta. And here angle is 180 minus theta. Which coordinate it lies?
Second.
Second.
Second tan is negative.
Negative.
Quadrant angle is 180. Tan becomes tan only. Tan theta. Upon 360 plus which coordinate?
First.
First means sine is positive. That's why it becomes sine theta. 180 plus theta which coordinate?
Third.
Third. Negative means we get the minus sign. Quadrant angle is 180 means function is not going to change. Secant becomes secant only. And 90 minus theta, this is angle of the first quadrant. First quadrant cot is positive. The 90 is that cot changes to tan. It becomes tan theta. Now observe this. Minus into minus, plus will be the numerator. and here minus 1 will be there. Sin theta gets cancelled, secant theta gets cancelled, tan theta gets cancelled. So answer is minus 1.
मला जाणी तर नव्हतंच. नियमच बोलायला आठवण घेतो खूपच मस्त झाले याच्या.
Okay. Let's look at the next problem. Look at the problem number 25. Twenty-fifth problem, which is sine square 25 degree plus sine square 65 degree is equal to how much? Sine square 25 plus sine square 65. Just look at this. Here also once observe the angles. Follow angle 25 and 65. 25 plus 65?
90.
90. Just now I was given the result that a plus b is 90. Sine square a plus sine square b?
1.
1.
1.
Answer is
1. 1.
So that if you know the result directly you can add that answer. If a plus b is 90 degree, then sine square a plus sine square b is equal to 1. So that answer is 1. Let's look at the next problem. Look at the 26th problem. Sorry. Observe this problem number 26. Sine square pi by 8 plus sine square 3 pi by 8 plus sine square 5 pi by 8 plus sine square 7 pi by 8. So you have to find the value of this. So to find its value, whenever you have the different angles, try to express that bigger angle in terms of this smaller angle. For that, here first angle sine square pi by 8, don't disturb it, don't disturb that angle, plus sine square 3 pi by 8, don't disturb this angle also, plus sine square 5 pi by 8, disturb it. How do you disturb it? Just observe this. Here the angle is 5 pi by 8. This 5 pi, I can write 8 pi minus 3 pi. 5 pi, we can write 8 pi minus 3 pi by 8. Now split the terms. If you split it, 8 pi upon 8, which is pi, minus 3 pi by 8, means 5 pi by 8, we can write pi minus 3 pi by 8. So this is, you write that pi minus 3 pi by 8 plus. Similarly, this angle 7 pi by 8 also we will write like this. 7 pi by 8. The 7 pi we can write 8 pi minus pi by 8. 7 pi. That one is 8 pi minus pi by 8. Then if you split it, 8 pi by 8, 8 pi upon 8 is pi minus pi by 8. Means 7 pi by 8, we can write pi minus pi by 8. Pi minus pi by 8. Like that we can express that bigger angles. Then it is sine square pi by 8 plus sine square 3 pi by 8 plus, if you observe this angle, which is pi minus theta form, pi minus theta, that is the angle of the second coordinate, sine is positive. Then the quadrant angle is pi, sine becomes sine only. That's why this is also equivalent to sine square 3 pi by 8 plus and this is also equivalent to sine square pi by 8. Sine square 7 pi by 8 is also equivalent to sine square pi by 8. So therefore, these two are equal and these two are equal. That means this is available 2 times. This is also available 2 times. 2 times sine square pi by 8 plus sine square 3 pi by 8. Okay, like that you can write it. Now observe this angle pi by 8, 3 pi by 8. इसका sum क्या है? Pi by 8 plus 3 pi by 8. What is the sum of these angles? LCM is 8. Pi plus 3 pi. That is 4 pi by 8. 4 pi by 8 means pi by 2. Pi by 2 means 90. Means the sum of these two angles we got the 90. So just now we know the result that if a plus b is 90, sine square a plus sine square b 1. Means this value is 1. Therefore answer is 2. It is in the form of sine square a plus sine square b, that is 1. So that is answer. Like that.
Sir, explain one more time.
Okay. So actually, whenever we have the different angles like that, write down the smaller angle as it easily. Express the bigger angle in terms of the smaller angle. Here the first bigger angle is 5 pi by 8. So this 5 pi, we can write 8 pi minus 3 pi. 8 minus 3, which is the 5 only. 8 pi minus 3 pi by 8, you can write it. If you split it, 8 pi by 8, which is 5, minus 3 pi by 8. Like that, you can express this 5 pi by 8. Means this 5 pi by 8 written as 5 minus 3 pi by 8. Similarly, 7 pi by 8, you can write 8 pi minus 5 by 8. If you split it, that is pi minus 5 by 8. So 7 pi by 8 will write like this. Here both the angles are in the form of pi minus theta form. Pi minus theta. That is the angle of the second coordinate. Sign is positive. This will get the same positive sign. Of course, even if you get the negative, square is there, it becomes the positive. So this is also equivalent to sine square 3 pi by 8. And this is also equivalent to sine square pi by 8. Okay. Now this term is same. This is also same. That's why each term is available 2 times. That's why 2 times sine square pi by 8 plus sine square 3 pi by 8 we can write it. Now if you observe these angles, दोनों भी add करो. Pi by 8 plus 3 pi by 8, which is 4 pi by 8, which is pi by 2. Means sum of these angles is pi by 2. We know the result that if a plus b is 90 degree, sine square a plus sine square b is 1. Therefore here sum of these angles is 90 degree. So sine square a plus sine square b is 1. This summation is 1. Therefore answer is 2 into 1, that is 2.
सर थर्ड स्टेप पर रिजल्ट यूज कर सकते हैं ना?
Yeah.
थर्ड स्टेप पर रिजल्ट यूज कर सकते हैं ना?
I'm not getting. Okay.
थर्ड स्टेप पर रिजल्ट यूज कर सकते हैं ना?
थर्ड स्टेप पर है क्या? अच्छा, कर सकते हैं ना, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. जैसे पहले टर्म, दूसरा टर्म और दोनों भी टर्म्स ऐड करो. फर्स्ट 2 टर्म्स, नेक्स्ट 2 टर्म्स भी ऐड कर सकते हैं.
Sir, completed, sir.
Okay. So from the classical thinking, these are the problems from the compound angles. So remember all that formulas and the results of the compound angles. Next we will have one more concept, that is multiple and submultiple angles. That is the third topic of the trigonometry. Multiple and submultiple angles. Give the heading. Multiple and submultiple angles. So these formulas are very important, because in our entire 12th class we are going to use these formulas, multiple and submultiple angles. Look at this. What is meant by the multiple angles? Means if A comma, B comma, C comma, etc. are any angles, if you multiply all these angles by the some positive integer, suppose multiply by the 2a, so 2a, 2b, 2c, etc., or 3a, 3b, 3c, etc., all these are called the multiple angles. These are the multiple angles. If all these angles, if you divide it by some integer like say a by 2, b by 2, c by 2, a by 3, b by 3, c by 3, etc., these are called submultiple angles. Okay. If you have the integral multiple as like this is called the multiple angles. If you divide it by the integer, all those angles, which is called the submultiple angles. So in this topic, we will have the formulas for these multiple angles. By observing the formulas for the multiple angles, we can also write the formula for submultiple angles. Okay. First, we'll see the formulas for the multiple angles here. In that first formula, first we will consider the formula of sine of a plus b. From the compound angles, we know the formula for sine of a plus b. What is the formula for sine of a plus b? Sine of a plus b का formula क्या है?
Sin A into cos B plus cos A into cos sin B.
Good. Sine a
Cos A into sin.
plus cos a sin b. This is the formula for sine of a plus b, right? Means here we have the two different angles. Suppose if I take that a is equal to b, means b का जगह में a रखो, क्या मिलेंगे फिर अब? Sin of
Sin B.
ये
Cos A.
b का जगह में a रखो, b का जगह में a, b is equal to a ना, then b का जगह में a रखो, a plus a 2a
2A.
is equal to, keep that b is equal to a, then it is sin a cos a, it is also cos a sin a. b का जगह में a रखो, then sin a cos a, it is cos a sin a. दोनों भी सेम टर्म्स है ना, so sin a cos a plus sin a cos a, that is 2 sin a cos a. So this is the formula we have to remember. Sin 2a is equal to 2 sin a cos a. Understand? Then this is, you can also write like that, 2 sin a into